Today we're going to talk rent control in California, statewide rent control that is. Now, November of 2018, there was Proposition 10 on the ballot, and 62% of Californians voted against initiating statewide rent control here in California. Fast forward to October of 2019, and AB 1482 was presented to Governor Newsom, and on October 8th, he actually signed AB 1482 into law, establishing rent control statewide. Now, this issue is important to many people, whether you're a landlord or a tenant, for a variety of reasons. Today, we'll cover just a quick summary of the new rent control laws. Hi, my name is Adrienne Marks. I'm a real estate broker located in San Clemente, California. I am also a landlord here in the state of California, as well as the states of Texas and Tennessee. In today's video, I'm going to cover a quick summary of what the new rent control laws are, how they apply to landlords, and how they apply to tenants. Now, there is a slew of information available online. The information I'm sharing with you today is information that was provided to me as a real estate broker by the California Association of Realtors. And, as things become more clear, more information will be available, and I highly encourage you to do your own research on the new rent control laws. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to cover is, when does this rent control go into effect? January 1st of 2020 is the official date of the new statewide rent control. So if you are a landlord and you imposed a rent increase prior to that date, it still does require you to make sure that you are within the 5% increase plus inflation. And if any increase was done prior to that date, as far back as March of 2018, then you have to roll back the rent to the maximum of the 5%. So what does that mean? Let's go over a quick example. Let's say your tenant had a rent of $1,000 and you increased it by 10%. So now their rent is $1,100. And that happened in April of 2018. As of January 1st, the rent must be rolled back to the 5% maximum allowed. So you don't have to pay back the tenant for any of the rent that was paid between April and December of 2018. However, effective January 1st of 2020, the rent has to be adjusted down to the maximum allowed. So $1,050 would be the new rent amount starting on January 1st. I'm keeping it simple, but by not adding the inflation clause that's included. You guys can do those calculations on your own. I just wanted to give you a simple example of what that means. So landlords need to be aware that in order to be exempt, because there are exemptions, which I'll go into shortly, that there is certain disclosures that need to be provided to their tenants. Okay, so let's talk exemptions. There are a few exemptions that are part of this. The biggest one is single-family homes. Single-family homes are not part of the statewide rent control. However, you still do need to provide the disclosure to your tenants that talks about the rent control initiative here in California. So make sure that you do that, even if you have a single-family home as a rental property. So I have already sent out disclosures to all of my tenants in every single property that I own here in California. So both single family homes and condominiums, those disclosures have already gone out for the tenants to review, sign, and now we both have a copy that it's been delivered. And one of the important reasons why landlords want to deliver these ahead of time is because the law says somewhere in the fine print that in order to take advantage of these exemptions, you have to have provided your tenant with this rent control disclosure prior to January 1st. So make sure you do that. Okay, another one of the exemptions is properties that are 15 years or newer. but the 15 years is a rolling 15 years. So each year that 15 years changes. So as we get more information on the particulars of rent control, like I said earlier, it's really important for everybody to be well informed so that as landlords, we are abiding by the law, and as tenants, you know what your rights are under these new circumstances. Now, if you have questions about rent control, the best thing that you can do is contact an attorney who specializes in real estate law. They will be the ones that are best equipped to answer your questions regarding rent control. That's going to wrap up our video for today. I hope that you found this information helpful, and if you have any comments that you would like to share about rent control, whether you're a landlord or a tenant, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I put out new videos each week, so subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you'll be notified each time a new video is out. As always, I'm here to help you with any of your questions regarding buying or selling real estate, so feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to help. Even if you're not in this area, I have a network of other real estate agents that I'd be happy to connect you with wherever you live. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.